Well, with all this lovely weather, everyone is itching to get outside. But if you're like me, you don't have a green thumb. Now, did you know that there are plants that even people like me can't kill? Here with his top 10 plants for plant killers is our gardening guru, Frank Ferragine. Thank you.
Hello.
So you're here to help me out today.
Yeah, so these are plants that you shouldn't kill.
You shouldn't kill.
People have killed these before, and
right.
Who here has killed a plant? I have too. I think anybody that's ever gardened before, ever ventured into this, has killed a plant. So
yes.
Let's try to make it work out so that you're not going to kill as many plants.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
So these ones might be a little bit like more hardy varieties. They demand less. They're a little bit more low maintenance, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
they're not like that needy friend. They're that friend you want to hang out with. That one that doesn't need a lot of attention.
I like those friends.
And you know, it's all about picking the right plant for the right place. And there's different kind of classifications. So first, let's talk about shade. And when it comes to the shade garden doesn't mean darkness. The shade garden out there means an area that's going to get either morning sun or dappled light throughout.
Okay.
And when it comes to that area, even if it's dry shade, hostas are fantastic.
Yes.
However, hostas sometimes get slugs.
Right.
So usually the lighter leaf hostas are more attracted to slugs. Those with the darker blue foliage are a little bit more slug resistant.
Okay, so if you're going to go for a hosta, go for this one perhaps if you're looking for super duper low maintenance. And then what do you do if it does actually get the slugs? Make sure you're watering in the morning versus night. So a wet garden at night will attract slugs. And then you can also put diatomaceous earth around the base of this, the plant. That the slugs will walk across and crush. You can sometimes put eggshells as well. Okay.
Another great plant as a ground cover for shade is this one here, which is Vinca minor, also known as myrtle, also known as periwinkle.
Oh, pretty.
This is a fantastic ground cover. There's two different varieties there. There's a variegated variety and there's the straight green leaf variety. Flowers in nice little bluish flowers. So underneath the tree, an area that maybe gets weeds all the time, it's going to take a couple seasons for this to thicken up. Okay. But once it thickens up, you can cut it with a lawnmower. Really? Oh yeah, it's tough as nails. So just be patient. Here's the thing I find as a fellow plant killer, I find ground cover is actually harder to kill than other varieties. Like shade plants, ground cover, I'm actually pretty okay with those. And then what happens? It's more the sun plants. Well, let's go into sun too. But what happens, we'll talk about the ground cover, once they kind of get the rooted in, they don't let the weeds grow through, so they actually cut down on the maintenance for you. So, and they're pretty. And they're very pretty. When it comes to sun, and sun is 6 hours of direct afternoon light. So reminder of that. These plants here in a grouping right now don't look like much, but you can see this is coneflower. And coneflower, there's so many different varieties of coneflowers. This is a late season bloomer that really attracts butterflies and great for the bees. That's lovely. A drought tolerant, a prairie plant, a plant that can just kind of grow on its own. You just need to water a little bit once you plant it. Once it gets established, boom, you're done. Oh, I like that. And you sound like we could be friends. Yeah, you could be friends with coneflower. Yes. Then you have for perennials as well. And perennials, once again, are those plants that come back each and every year. Yeah. We have sedums and or stone crops. Feel those, feel those. Oh, they feel almost like kind of rubbery. Right, yeah. So they're a succulent that has an ability to be drought tolerant in a full sun area that can go for several weeks, if not months, without water, and they come back each and every year. These guys are so crazy, especially this variety here. Yeah. Once you even pull it out and you throw it in your compost because you need to divide it, it'll grow out of the side of your compost. It'll overwinter in a pot. Yeah, it's taking this one home. Yeah, you can take him. Yeah. That is good. Ignore it and it keeps coming back? That's my kind of plant. Later on in the show, we're going to talk a little bit about herbs as well, but two really easy herbs for people that you shouldn't kill. Yeah. Flat-leaf parsley, really fantastic. Okay. Mint. Oh, gosh. Mint. Mint will take over your life. It will take over your life, so keep it in a container. Yes. Okay, keep it in a container. Yes. And we're going to talk a little bit later on the best way to make those survive. There's only so many mojitos, right? Oh, there's only so many weekends in the summer. So many. Yeah. Geraniums. Right. You were always telling us to go back to geraniums. Yeah, because it's Grandma's favorite. The reason why? Grandma knows what the hell she's doing. That's why. Grandma does know. She does know. So we have to deadhead these, but in full sun, if you're not that great of a waterer and you go away for the weekends, geraniums are fantastic. There's also one that I couldn't find in the garden center quite yet. It's called Dragon Wings Begonia, or the Whopper Begonia. Okay. It's fantastic. Another great one, too, is some of the carnations, the annual carnations. Oh, so that's a pretty one. Yeah. So this one here will even take a little bit of frost if you want to do earlier spring containers. Nice. Carnations get a bad rap, but you know what? They're getting back in there. They're getting popular again. Oh, yeah. Carnations, because they're valuable, and they actually, as a cut flower, they last really long. A long time. But every time when I was working in the flower shop, when a guy would come in and buy a dozen dozen carnations, you're a cheapskate. That's what I thought.
You'd be like, she's not going to forgive you. It's not going to work.
Like, dude, come on.
Get some roses.
Come on, guys. You're not going to get a second date. Okay, this is an inside plant, an interior plant. If you're looking for something easy for an office, this is called Zamifolia, also known as a ZZ plant. This is a fantastic tropical foliage plant inside the home that goes into moderate to low light.
Oh, good.
That is really, really difficult to kill.
Okay. So does this mostly, is it like a tall plant? Does it get big and bushy? How is it?
It gets tall. It's very architectural in how it looks.
Okay.
Almost kind of looks a little bit like a palm.
Yeah.
Air purification.
Nice.
It is poisonous to some of your pets. So you got to be very careful.
Well, then it's better
with that.
for work then.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. An office. It's a good office plant.
Just if there's somebody you don't like at work, you tell them to eat it. No.
Have some.
This is a succulent, but also in the form of succulent are jades.
Yeah.
Jades are really easy.
Yes.
Any succulent for an inside plant are really good. Succulents are really popular. Right now, the most photographed plant on Instagram are succulents.
Yes.
And I always like to tell people, if you want something that's a great plant to have inside, that's really easy to take care of, and gives back to your family, is aloe vera.
Yeah.
Aloe vera for burns, cuts, everything. Aloe vera is the ultimate easy plant that everybody should have.
It's so good for you. Just break that off, put it on any of your burns. It's all good, right?
I got a boo-boo.
You got a boo-boo?
Yeah.
Oh, fix that right up. Perfect.
I was barbecuing over the weekend. The barbecue won.